Have you ever looked up at the night sky? I mean, really looked. Far away from the bright lights of the city, you see a blanket of stars, thousands of them. Each one is a sun, just like our own. Many of them have planets. It's beautiful, isn't it? But there's something else there. 2. A feeling. It's a feeling of incredible size. The universe is vast. It's bigger than we can truly imagine. And in that vastness, there is a deep, profound mystery. We know so little about what's out there. The darkness between the stars holds secrets we haven't even begun to uncover. It's an abyss that stares back at us. This feeling of the unknown can be unsettling. It's a bit like looking into a deep, dark ocean. You can't see the bottom. You don't know what creatures might be swimming in the depths. Space is like that, but on a scale that is almost impossible to comprehend. Every point of light is a destination that would take thousands of years to reach. And the dark spaces between them, those are even bigger. They are vast stretches of nothingness, filled with questions we don't have answers for. It's a loneliness that is cosmic in scale, a reminder that we are on a tiny rock in an enormous, unexplored ocean. When we send our probes and telescopes out there, we are like children dipping our toes in the water. We get glimpses of amazing things. We see nebulae where stars are born. We see galaxies colliding, but, for every answer we find, a dozen new questions pop up. It's a cosmic game of hide and seek, but the playing field is billions of light years across. The universe doesn't seem to care that we are watching. It just continues its silent, grand performance. This indifference is part of what makes it so intimidating. We are not the center of the universe. We are just tiny observers. So, the next time you look at the stars, think about that. Think about the sheer scale of it all. The distance, the darkness, the silence. It's the ultimate frontier. It's a place of incredible beauty, but also a place of profound and humbling mystery. It's a reminder that we are part of something much, much bigger than ourselves. And that can be a terrifying thought. It's the beginning of understanding cosmic horror. The universe is not for us, it's not against us, it just is. And we are just here, for a moment looking out in wonder and in fear. Let's talk about what space is actually like. Here on Earth, we are surrounded by air. We breathe it. It carries sound. It protects us. We take it for granted. But out there in deep space, there is none of that. It is a vacuum, a void. That means there is no air to breathe. If you were to find yourself outside a spacecraft without a suit, you wouldn't be able to take a single breath. It's an environment so alien to our biology that survival is measured in seconds, not minutes. The emptiness is absolute, and it is one of the first and most fundamental dangers of space. Because there is no air, there is also no sound. Think about that. Complete and total silence. On Earth, we are never in true silence. There's always a hum, a rustle, a distant noise. In space, there is nothing. A supernova could explode right next to you, an event of unimaginable power, and you would not hear a thing. It would be a silent light show. This silence adds to the feeling of isolation. It's an unnerving quiet that reminds you just how alone you are. It's a sensory deprivation that can be deeply unsettling for the human mind, which is so used to a world filled with constant sound. Then there's the cold. We complain about winter on Earth, we bundle up when it gets chilly, but the cold in space is something else entirely. In the shadow of a planet or a ship, away from the direct light of a star, temperatures can plummet to hundreds of degrees below zero. It's a cold so intense, it can freeze gases solid. Without a heated spacesuit, the warmth in your body would radiate away instantly. It's not like getting a chill. It's an absolute, energy-sucking cold that would turn you into a frozen statue in moments. It's a hostile cold that life, as we know it, cannot endure. So, you have no air, no sound, and extreme cold. This isn't just an empty place. It's an actively hostile environment. The void of space is not just nothing. It is the absence of everything we need to live. It is a constant threat. Every astronaut who ventures out there is separated from instant death by a thin layer of metal and fabric. They are living in a bubble of life, floating in an ocean of death. That is the reality of deep space. It's not a gentle, peaceful emptiness. It is a harsh, unforgiving, and utterly silent void that is fundamentally opposed to our existence. Beyond the cold and the vacuum, space has other dangers. These are invisible, You can't see them coming. I'm talking about radiation. Here on Earth, we are protected. We have a magnetic field and a thick atmosphere. They act like a shield, deflecting the most harmful radiation from the sun and from deep space. It's a cosmic umbrella that we live under every day. We don't even think about it. But once you leave the safety of our planet, that umbrella is gone. You are exposed. You are vulnerable to a constant barrage of high-energy particles. The sun itself is a source of this radiation. It's always sending out a stream of particles called the solar wind, but sometimes it has violent outbursts. Solar flares and coronal mass ejections. These events shoot massive clouds of charged particles into space at incredible speeds. If a spacecraft is in the path of one of these, it's bad news. The radiation can damage electronics. It can pass right through the hull of a ship. For an astronaut, it can be deadly. It can cause radiation sickness and increase the risk of cancer. It's an invisible storm that can cook you from the inside out. And it's not just our sun. The entire cosmos is filled with radiation. These are called cosmic rays. They are particles that have been accelerated to nearly the speed of light by distant, violent events. Things like exploding stars or supernovae. These cosmic rays are incredibly powerful. They can rip through DNA. They are a constant, invisible rain that falls everywhere in the galaxy. On a long journey, say to Mars, astronauts would be exposed to this radiation every single day. Shielding against it is one of the biggest challenges for long-term space travel. It's a silent killer that you can't escape. So even if you have air to breathe and you are warm enough, you are still in danger. You're being bombarded by invisible bullets, particles that can shred your very cells. It's a reminder that the universe is a violent place. The quiet darkness is filled with the echoes of cosmic explosions. This radiation is the fallout. We live in a calm, little harbor, protected from the storm. But deep space is the open ocean during a hurricane, and the storm never, ever stops. It's a fundamental property of the cosmos, and it's another reason why space is such a terrifying place. We tend to think of stars as beautiful, twinkling lights. We make wishes on them, but stars are not gentle things. They are giant nuclear furnaces. Our sun is a star, and it's relatively calm, but there are other stars out there that are true monsters. Take a star like Scuti. It's a red hypergiant. If you were to place it in the center of our solar system, it would swallow everything up to the orbit of Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Earth. They would all be inside the star. It's so big that it makes our sun look like a tiny grain of sand. The sheer scale is mind-boggling. These giant stars don't live long. They burn through their fuel incredibly fast, and when they die, they don't go quietly. They explode in a supernova. A supernova is one of the most violent events in the universe. For a brief time, a single exploding star can outshine an entire galaxy of billions of stars. It releases a blast of energy and radiation that can sterilize any nearby planets. If a star exploded anywhere near our solar system, it would be the end of all life on Earth. We would be vaporized. These beautiful stars can become the ultimate weapons of mass destruction. And what's left after a supernova? Sometimes, a neutron star is formed. This is the collapsed core of the dead star. It's an object so dense that a single teaspoon of it would weigh billions of tons. Imagine a city-sized ball with more mass than our sun. They spin incredibly fast, sometimes hundreds of times per second. And as they spin, they can shoot out beams of radiation like a lighthouse. If one of those beams were to sweep across the Earth, it would be catastrophic. It's a cosmic ghost, the angry remnant of a dead monster, still capable of causing immense destruction across the galaxy. So, stars are not just pretty lights. They are engines of creation and destruction. They give life by creating heavy elements, but they also take it away with their violent deaths. They are a source of both wonder and terror. When we look up at the night sky, we are looking at a field of ticking time bombs. Some are small and will burn for trillions of years. Others are huge and could explode tomorrow. We just don't know. It's another layer of cosmic horror. The very things that make the universe beautiful are also some of the most dangerous things in it. Let's talk about the real heavyweights of the universe. I'm talking about black holes. A black hole is what can happen when a truly massive star dies. Its gravity is so strong that it collapses in on itself forever. It creates a point of infinite density, a singularity. Around this point is a boundary called the event horizon. Once you cross that boundary, there is no escape. Not even light, the fastest thing in the universe can get out. That's why it's called a black hole. It's the ultimate prison, a one-way trip to oblivion. The horror of a black hole is not just that it's a hole in space-time, it's the way it affects things around it. The gravity is so extreme that it warps space and time itself. As you get closer, time would slow down for you relative to everyone else. Your body would be stretched by the tidal forces in a process we call spaghettification. You would be pulled apart, atom by atom, before you even reach the event horizon. It is a slow, methodical, and inescapable destruction. It's not a quick death. It's a complete and utter erasure from the universe as we know it. And black holes come in different sizes. There are stellar mass black holes, a few times the mass of our sun. But then there are the supermassive black holes. These are the titans. They live at the center of most galaxies, including our own Milky Way. Our central black hole, Sagittarius A, has the mass of 4 million suns. Other galaxies have black holes with the mass of billions of suns. They are the anchors of their galaxies, their immense gravity holding everything together. But they are also monsters, capable of swallowing entire stars for breakfast. We see galaxies all the time that are in the process of merging. When this happens, their central supermassive black holes begin a long, slow dance. They circle each other for millions of years, getting closer and closer. Eventually, they will collide and merge, releasing a blast of gravitational waves, ripples in the fabric of space-time itself. This is a cosmic event of unimaginable power. It's a reminder that the universe is not static. It is a dynamic, violent place where even the largest structures are locked in a titanic struggle for dominance. It's a level of conflict that makes all human wars seem insignificant. We've discovered thousands of planets orbiting other stars. We call them exoplanets. It's an exciting time. We are finding worlds everywhere we look. It really makes you wonder, could one of them be like Earth? Could there be another home for life out there? It's a beautiful thought, honestly. But the reality is that most of the exoplanets we've found are terrifying places. They are not the welcoming Earth-like worlds we see in science fiction. Instead, they are, for the most part, hellscapes. Worlds where you wouldn't survive for even a fraction of a second. Consider a type of planet called a hot Jupiter. These are gas giants like our own Jupiter, but they orbit incredibly close to their star, much closer than Mercury orbits our sun. Their surfaces are scorched to thousands of degrees, and they have winds that whip around the planet at supersonic speeds. It might even rain molten iron or glass. These are not places you would want to visit. They're basically blast furnaces the size of planets. They show us that just because a planet exists, it doesn't mean it's a nice place. Nature is very creative when it comes to making hostile environments. Then, there are the rogue planets. These are worlds that have been ejected from their solar systems. They wander through the darkness of interstellar space, alone. They have no sun to warm them. Their surfaces are frozen solid. They are dark, icy orphans, drifting eternally through the void. Can you imagine a more lonely existence? A whole world, shrouded in permanent night, with no star in its sky. It's a chilling concept. The galaxy is likely filled with billions of these lost worlds, silent and cold, reminders of cosmic accidents and gravitational chaos. Even if we find a rocky planet in the habitable zone, the right distance from its star for liquid water to exist, that doesn't guarantee it's friendly. It could have a crushing atmosphere of carbon dioxide, like Venus. It could have no atmosphere at all, leaving it exposed to radiation, like Mars. It might be tidally locked, with one side forever baking in sunlight and the other side frozen in eternal darkness. Finding a true Earth 2.0 is like finding a needle in a cosmic haystack. The universe is full of worlds, but almost all of them are deadly. The paradise we live on is incredibly, terrifyingly rare. So far, we've talked about the physical dangers of space, the radiation, the cold, the vacuum, the monstrous objects, but there's another danger. It's one you can't build a shield against. It's the psychological horror. The human mind is just not built for the environment of deep space. We evolved on a planet with horizons, with weather, with up and down. We are social creatures who need a connection to our world and to each other. Deep space takes all of that away. It puts the mind under a strain that is honestly difficult to comprehend. Imagine you are on a mission to Mars. You look out the window. The Earth is a small blue dot. Then it's just a point of light. Then it's gone, lost in the glare of the sun. Everything you have ever known, every person you have ever loved is on that tiny, distant speck. You are separated by millions of miles of empty, hostile void. There is no turning back quickly. There is no rescue if something goes wrong. The feeling of isolation would be immense. It's a loneliness that is absolute. It's a psychological weight that could crush even the strongest mind. This is what astronauts call the overview effect. Seeing the Earth from a distance can be a profound, life-changing experience. It shows you how beautiful and fragile our planet is. But for a long-duration mission, that feeling could curdle into something else. It could become a source of extreme anxiety. The fragility of Earth becomes a source of fear. The smallness of humanity becomes a source of despair. You are trapped in a metal can, surrounded by an infinite blackness that does not care about you at all. It's a recipe for profound, existential dread. Our brains are wired to find patterns, to make sense of our surroundings. In the featureless void of space, there is nothing for the brain to hold on to. The constant silence, the unchanging view of stars, the confinement of the spacecraft, it can lead to sensory deprivation. It can make you question what is real. This is why selecting astronauts is so rigorous. They need to be psychologically robust. They need to be able to handle the ultimate isolation. Because in deep space, the most dangerous place can be inside your own head. The cosmic horror can get inside you. On Earth we have fears. We worry about our jobs, we're afraid of spiders or heights, we fear public speaking, we worry about getting sick. These are real valid fears. They're part of the human experience. They're tied to our daily lives, to our biology and to our society. But when you compare these fears to the terrors of the cosmos, you see a difference in scale, a profound, humbling difference. Our earthly fears are personal. They're about us. Cosmic fears are about our complete and utter irrelevance. Think about the fear of a predator like a tiger. It's a primal fear. The tiger wants to eat you. It's personal. A black hole, on the other hand, doesn't want anything. It doesn't know you exist. If you fall into it, it's not because of malice. It's just physics. You are just a collection of atoms that got too close to an immense gravitational field. The universe is not your enemy. It's simply indifferent. And that indifference is, in many ways, more terrifying than hatred. It means your existence, your consciousness, your hopes and dreams mean absolutely nothing to the cosmos at large. Our daily anxieties are manageable. We can take steps to address them. We can go to a doctor, talk to a friend, or change our career. We have some measure of control, or at least the illusion of it. But how do you manage the fear that a gamma ray burst from a distant star could erase our planet in an instant with no warning? You can't. There is nothing you can do. You are powerless. Cosmic horror strips away our sense of agency. It forces us to confront the fact that we are living at the mercy of forces we cannot control, or even fully comprehend. This isn't to say our earthly fears don't matter. Of course they do. They are what shape our lives, but putting them in a cosmic context can be a humbling experience. It can make you realize that the things we worry about are part of a very small, very fragile world. It can make you appreciate the safety of our atmosphere, the warmth of our sun, and the ground beneath our feet. Our fears are a luxury afforded to us by a planet that is, for now, a safe harbor in a terrifyingly vast and violent cosmic ocean. After everything we've talked about, the void, the radiation, the monster stars, the black holes, the psychological dread, you might think that exploring space is a terrible idea. You might think we should just stay here on our safe little Earth and not tempt fate. It's a reasonable reaction. The universe is a scary place. It is filled with horrors that are beyond our worst nightmares. But here is the amazing thing. We still go. Humans still look up at that dark, terrifying abyss and say, let's go see what's out there. This, to me, is one of the most noble and inspiring things about our species. We have a deep, unquenchable curiosity. We have a desire to know, to understand, to explore. We're not content to just stay in our cradle. We want to see what lies beyond the horizon, even if we know it's dangerous. Every astronaut who straps themselves into a rocket is a testament to this spirit. They are facing the ultimate cosmic horror, not with ignorance, but with full knowledge of the risks. They do it for science, for discovery, and for all of humanity. The courage it takes to float in that void, separated from death by a thin helmet visor, is immense. It's a bravery that goes beyond the battlefield. It's a bravery that faces down existential dread itself. Exploring space is an act of defiance. It's us, a fragile, short-lived species from a tiny planet, shaking our fist at the vast, indifferent universe and saying, "We are here, we matter, and we are coming to understand you." That is an incredibly powerful statement. It's the human spirit at its absolute best. So yes, deep space is the ultimate cosmic horror. It's a place of unimaginable danger and terrifying scale, but it is also a place of wonder and beauty. And our willingness to explore it, to face those horrors for the sake of knowledge, is what makes us special. It shows that even in the face of an indifferent cosmos, we can create our own meaning. We find purpose in the quest itself. The story of humanity is the story of explorers, and space is our final frontier. What do you think? Does the vastness of space fill you with wonder or with dread? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the cosmic abyss, don't forget to subscribe and share this with a friend who loves to look at the stars. Keep looking up.